Most people think that working on private jets is all about luxury, flying to remote islands with celebrities and staying in five-star hotels and resorts. Well, the reality is you may stay on a remote island in an exclusive resort, but you may stay only for 3 or 4 hours if you're lucky, or you may not even stay there because you have to fly somewhere else. And when you're on board, you may not only serve champagne, you may clean the toilets. And I'm not just saying wiping it out. I mean taking a toothbrush and scrubbing every single thing because you are fully responsible of the cabin and how it looks. So let me take you behind the scenes on what really happens in a private jet when you work as a flight attendant. Maybe you're just curious, or maybe you're thinking about changing from commercial to private. Either way, let me tell you, it's a very interesting career, and I'm gonna explain you how I ended up here. My name is Janine, and I've been a flight attendant for the past 10 years, of which 4 have been in private aviation. I got into private aviation in January of 22, and I got many questions on how did I get into this job. And the short answer is you need some kind of luxury experience to get into private jets. So because most of my background is from commercial aviation, I knew I needed this luxury experience. So I got into private yachts as a stewardess and worked there for 4 months. And honestly, this job teach me everything I needed to be really prepared of what was expecting me on a private jet. And it also helped me land my first job in private aviation. I actually found the opportunity online. No secret connection here. There was like no trick, just preparation and persistence. It actually took me over 1 year to find a job and be hired. So now the juicy part. What is it really like to be a private jet flight attendant? So private aviation is nothing like commercial. So if you come from a commercial background, forget everything you learned there. Still travel, but you do everything by yourself. And what I mean by that is there's no office behind you, there's no crew helping you. You are by your own, you make your own hotel reservations, you figure out the catering by yourself, even when you are in a remote island. And the passenger wants a croissant. And nobody does croissants because they don't even know what a croissant is. So good luck finding a croissant or explaining the passenger that paid $500,000 for the flight why there's no croissant. So you're basically the cleaner, the planner, the servant, the chef, sometimes the therapist, sometimes a nanny. And I'm honestly surprised that private jet flight attendants don't get more credit because you're literally doing everything. You have to think and solve problems on the spot, and things just keep arising. So there's like no way out. And on top of that, you have maybe Will Smith in the cabin looking at you, telling you that the lasagna is not hot enough. And no 2 days are the same, so you can really plan ahead. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just trying to be realistic. I've seen many girls join and be disappointed or be actually shocked when they see they actually have so much more work than in commercial. And if you would like a video about the difference between commercial and private, I can also do that. Just let me know in the comments. But not everything is bad. To be honest, I work with amazing people. I met some celebrities I would never imagine I would be in the same room that I've been in the best hotels, in remote islands I didn't even know they existed. I've been traveling in 15 days to 14 new countries. I've tried the most expensive champagne and food, caviar. I've seen the craziest things on board. And honestly, the fact that you cannot predict what's gonna happen is exciting. So you won't be bored at all, that's for sure. It's not an easy job. You may be away for long periods, and as I said, you may work alone, which is most of the cases on a private jet. And yes, you have the pilots, but still, what if you don't get along with the pilots? What if the pilot is a man that is about to retire, which most of the cases is like this, and he's 60 and you have nothing in common with them. You have to spend 20 days together. So basically you spend 20 days on your own without your family, your friends. And yes, you're away traveling and experiencing new things, exciting things, but does it really have a meaning when you're not sharing it with someone or you're not sharing it with the people that you like and you love the most? I would also say the pressure is real. When you're flying with royalties, presidents, celebrities, there's a lot of requirements, there's a lot of pressure from their PAs, from the company, there's a lot of protocol, and the list just goes on and on and on. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on you, and you have to be able to stay composed, stay calm, and something happens that probably will, because as I said, you may be in a remote location where you cannot find the exact thing that person is asking you for. You need to be creative and find solutions. And to end my first video of this series about flight attendant, I have to say this has been one of the most rewarding jobs I ever done, and it truly shaped me in the person that I am nowadays. I still fly sometimes as a freelancer, and I just love the freedom that it gives me. And in between flights, I'm working on my own business, which I started while I was flying. So if you're thinking about getting into private aviation or you just love the behind the scenes of this world, make sure that you subscribe. I will be sharing more stories, tips. If you want to see something specific, please let me know in the comments and I will make a video. And if you're curious about my next chapter or why I stopped flying full time and how I started my own business, I will be talking about this soon too. Thanks for watching and let me know in the comments what surprised you the most.